y'all ride by, my nigga, we
Yo. Real quick, my dude just reposted an article from I think May of last year that says 40% of Americans, I think 40% of people are not able to handle a $400 expense, an emergency expense. So if something was to happen, an emergency was to happen right now today, and it costs $400 to overcome whatever the emergency is, or that you have to have the money, they wouldn't be able to do it. It's crazy. It's crazy because we spend so much money, and a lot of times I know people say, oh, I don't make enough money to do this and that, but it's kind of along the lines that he was saying, it's not how much money, it's not how much you make, it's how much that you're able to save for yourself. Because at the end of the day, I don't care how much money, I don't care if you make a minimum wage or whatever the case is, you should always have a rainy day fund. Always. I don't care how much money you make. I don't care if you're out here cutting grass and building up your bank that way. You should always have a rainy day fund. Always. You should never have a situation to where if something was to happen, you're just always dead broke. Now, you can be broke, and that's only because you're broke because you have a certain amount of money that you're saving or whatever the case, and you just don't want to spend, because a rainy day is not the same thing as just being broke. A rainy day is, oh my God, this tree fell down on my house. I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, let me use my savings to do this. That's a rainy day. That's something that's bad. Or I'm driving my car, my wheel popped off, and now I got to get my axle fixed. That's a rainy day. But a rainy day is like, oh no, I'm broke, but I want to go to the club, so I'm gonna dip into my rainy day fund. That's not a rainy day. That's just frivolous spending. So it's a difference between being broke and really having a rainy day. You can be broke to where, okay, well, you might not be able to go hang out and eat at Applebee's with your friends or whatever, but it ain't because you don't have the money. It's just because you just don't have the money to spend. That's the difference. So the point of this whole thing is 40%. 40% is a lot. So if you're not taking the opportunity to save money, like, it is imperative that you put money back, because if something happens, you have to be able to take care of yourself. Like, you have to be able to come up with this money, because nobody's going to do it for you. Like, that's a scary thought, to think that you could be driving and your engine was to fail on your car or whatever, and you had to get it repaired, or if you don't make it to work the next day, you lose your job or something like that. So basically, you out of a car and you possibly can be out of work. Like, that's a crazy thing to think about. So I don't know, man. Just let me know what you think.